It is Thursday, July 29th, and it was a big day in the market for news and earnings, and that's what we're going to cover in this episode of After the Bell. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm Richard Allen. We have big news from Nikola, the old CEO, Trevor Milton, being indicted on fraud and being released. I'll tell you in a second on that story. And then we had the most anticipated IPO probably of the year, RobinHOOD, and they're down. They didn't get the crazy reception that we'd expect from a big IPO like RobinHOOD. And then we have earnings to cover from Nokia, Amazon, and Pinterest, man, is falling hard. Even though they beat some expectations, they didn't hit others. But let's jump right over to TipRanks.com. We're going to cover the major indices first, and it was generally an up day in the market. Both the S&P and Dow up about 0.4% on the day, and the Nasdaq up 0.02%, or 0.2% rather, sorry. And then we have BTC down about as much as the S&P, and the Dow were up today, down 0.45%, trading just below 40,000 per coin right now on BTC. All right, let's jump over and talk about the biggest movers in after hours right now. All right, stocks on the move right now. We have Verisight, ticker symbol VCYT, up 3.75% after hours trading. We have Dexcom, DXCM, up 4% after hours. Public Storage, ticker symbol PSA, up almost 7% after hours. National Instruments, ticker symbol NITI, up almost 6% on after hours trading. And then we have Atlassian, ticker symbol TEAM, up 11% after hours trading. But look at these losers. We're going to talk about pins here in a second. Pins down 17% after hours. That's Pinterest. And we'll talk about why that is going on in a little bit. We have Double Verify Holdings, ticker symbol DV, down 2.5%. Texas Roadhouse, ticker symbol TXRH, down 9% on after hours trading. Zendex, ticker symbol ZEN, down almost 9% as well. And then Amazon, we'll talk about Amazon here in a second, in after hours, down 7% almost. So let's jump over. Let's talk about Nikola real quick and what's going on with Trevor Milton. Nikola founder Trevor Milton pled not guilty in a Manhattan courtroom Thursday afternoon to fraud charges. Milton, who resigned as chairman from the company in September of 2020, was freed on a $100 million bond secured against two of his properties in Utah. A federal grand jury charged Milton with 3 counts of criminal fraud for lying about nearly all aspects of the business to bolster stock sales of this electric vehicle startup. Oh my goodness. Because of this, Nikola, ticker symbol NKLA, was down over 15% in normal trading hours, but has bounced back a tiny bit. But if you take a peek at the charts over the course of the last, let's do like a little over a year, for instance, this was a $90 stock, or $80 stock rather, not that long ago. You know, about a year ago, June 8th, 2020, this rose so much, like crazy, and then they pushed the truck down a hill. And we guys know what's going on after that. They are falling now to $12 per share. All right, let's move on to other news. RobinHOOD falls in its public debut today. Ticker symbol HOOD, or HOOD. That's a good ticker symbol. Closes down more than 8%. They debuted at $38 per share. That was their opening price. And here's my opinion on this, okay? I think had this debacle in January with GameStop and AMC and all of that craziness going on that week, had they not halted trading. Now, to their credit, there were a ton of companies and pretty much every brokerage halted trading on GameStop and AMC and some of the other companies. It wasn't just RobinHOOD, but had this not happened, had RobinHOOD not been in this bad light with a lot of retail investors, I believe this would have probably been the most anticipated IPO of the year, and they would have crushed it, absolutely crushed this $38 price target. That's just my opinion. Hate it if you want to, but let's jump over. RobinHOOD Markets is the name of the company, ticker symbol OOD, again, down 8.37% today and has jumped up a tiny bit after hours, up 0.37% after hours. Blogger opinions, 100% bearish. Whew. All right, let's jump over to Nokia earnings. We had Nokia reporting upbeat second quarter earnings and actually lifting their quarter 3 and full year guidance. They rallied 7.3% in early trading on Thursday after the company reported robust second quarter 2021 performance, which was driven by growth across all business units. The company provides network infrastructure technology and software solutions. Today, Nokia was up overall 4% in normal trading and has fallen slightly after hours. But if you take a peek at ticker symbol NOK, this comes with a moderate buy based on 8 analyst ratings with an average downside now of pretty much flat, 0.33% down over the next 12 months. All right, one of the biggest companies in the world, massive market cap, Amazon, posting its third $100 billion quarter in a row, but it still missed expectations. Earnings per share came in at $15.12 versus $12.30 per share. So crazy beat there. But when we look at the revenue numbers here, it was $113.08 billion versus $115.2 billion expected. Amazon's revenue grew by 27% year over year, marking the third consecutive quarter where it has surpassed $100 billion in sales. For the third quarter, Amazon says it expects to book sales between $106 and $112 billion, representing growth of 10 to 16% compared to the same period last year. It's well below the consensus estimates of a $119.2 billion. Amazon said its operating profit in the third quarter will be in the range of $2.5 to $6 billion, a notably wide gap. So I'm sure when we get closer to that, we'll know exactly what's going on there. But this is the same quarter, right, that Jeff Bezos has stepped down, and now Andy Jassy is the CEO of one of the largest companies in the world, but he ran AWS for a long time for Amazon, so that's what's going on there. Amazon stock, ticker symbol AMZN, was down right around 1% in normal trading today, but fell an additional 7% after hours. So that's what's going on with Amazon right now. But obviously, one of the largest companies in the world is coming in with a strong buy on 30 analyst ratings with an average upside of over 20% for Amazon. And I've said this over and over again. I think we're due for a stock split for Amazon because it's pretty difficult for people without a good amount of money to trade options on Amazon. I think we're due for a stock split there. Last bit of earnings we're going to cover is a doozy. Pinterest. Oh my goodness. They crushed earnings per share. They crushed revenue. And they have fallen, like we just showed you, over 15% after hours. Their monthly active users actually went down in the US. Their monthly active users declined by 7%, while abroad in their international markets, their monthly active users have grown by about 5%. Their monthly active users are down to 454 million versus the forecast of 482 million. Their average revenue per user is up a few cents, but their adjusted earnings per share were 25 cents versus 13 cents. That was a big beat there. And then revenue was 613 million versus 562.1 million. That was the forecast. So they had a big beat in adjusted revenue, but also earnings per share. And Pinterest, my goodness, was down 6% in normal trading and then down an additional 16.5% right now as of recording this video after hours. So massive red day here, but could potentially be a good buying opportunity if you're in pins or Pinterest for the long haul. It tends to bounce off this $60 price point every once in a while. This comes with a moderate buy based on 6 analyst ratings with an average upside after these couple down moments here of 19% now for pins, and I agree with that for the next 12 months for sure. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of After the Bell. Let me know what you think about Pinterest. Do you think it's an opportunity to buy, or are you running for the hills like seems like a lot of people are doing right now? Let me know down in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. All right, I'll see you later in another video, but also tomorrow.